Welcome back to the first French Tech Funding Wire podcast of 2026, your weekly roundup of startup funding news from the Startup Nation. I'm Chris O'Brien.
And I'm Helen O'Reilly-Durand. This week, 14 deals totaling €311.5 million, headlined by a massive round that just created France's first DefenseTech unicorn.
But first, let's talk exits, or rather, the lack of them. Avolta released their French Tech Trends and Multiples report for 2025, and the numbers confirm that nothing much has changed.
Right. The advisory firm tracked 408 exit transactions last year, but here's the problem. Total disclosed exit value dropped to just €5.3 billion. More deals, less value, because there were no mega deals to move the needle.
And when exits do happen, France is still playing small ball. Most are valued below €50 million. International acquirers are capturing 80% of exit value and 40% of volume. Strategic acquisitions remain the most common path.
The FrenchTech mission acknowledged this late last year when they launched a national consultation on exits. Director Julie Huguet made the point that without more visible exits, venture capital recycling slows down, and France risks losing key technologies and jobs to non-European buyers.
Whether that consultation moves the needle remains to be seen. But now let's turn to a company that's definitely moving fast. Helen, take us through the week's headline deal.
Harmattan AI just closed a $200 million Series B, led by Dassault Aviation, valuing the company at $1.4 billion. That makes them France's first defense tech unicorn, and they did it in just 21 months. The company was founded in April 2024 by Moad Magari, Martin de Gourcuff, and Edouard Rosset. They build autonomous drones powered by artificial intelligence that can operate even when communications are cut. Their product lineup includes the Sonora reconnaissance drone with 40 minutes of flight time, the Sahara for detecting camouflaged equipment, and the Gobi for intercepting enemy drones in under a minute. This isn't just a financial investment from Dassault. This is a deep strategic partnership. Harmattan will develop embedded AI for Dassault's next-generation combat systems, specifically the Rafale F-5 and future unmanned combat aircraft that will fly alongside sixth-generation fighters. Eric Trappier, Dassault's CEO, called it a commitment to integrating sovereign AI into their combat systems. What's remarkable is the speed here. Harmattan already has programs of record with both the French and UK defence ministries. Last summer, France's DGA ordered 1,000 drones. In September, the UK ordered 3,000 autonomous systems. They're delivering thousands of units monthly and plan to hit 10,000 drones per month this year from facilities in Paris and a new site opening in Orly. President Macron even weighed in, calling the partnership excellent news for our strategic autonomy, and it positions France as a serious competitor to Germany's Helsing in the European defence tech race. This is autonomy going from experimental to production-scale capability.
All right, let's run through the rest of this week's deals. Feinhardt, the Bordeaux-based medical device company, secured €35 million in a Series C round. That unlocks another €48 million in grants from the IPCEI Tech for Cure program. They're developing the Flowmaker, billed as the world's first fully implantable cardiac output accelerator.
Sunlib, an 18-month-old solar startup from Aix-en-Provence, raised €25 million from Epopee Gestion. Their model lets households get solar panels through a subscription with no upfront cost. They're targeting 100,000 subscribers and 1.5 gigawatts of installed capacity by 2030.
In biotech, Anodia Therapeutics pulled in a €20.7 million seed round, with Alaya and Pfizer Ventures participating. They're developing drugs that trigger degradation of disease-causing proteins as they're being synthesized.
Mycophyto, a pioneer in mycorrhizal biostimulants out of grass, closed a €16 million Series A. They're expanding into Spain, Morocco, and West Africa with their soil regeneration solutions.
And rounding out the notable deals, Equitable Earth raised €12.6 million for carbon project certification. Kepler Evolution got €5 million for their firefighting aircraft conversion project, and Revox secured $3 million to build voice AI infrastructure for outbound calling. Overall, 14 deals, €311.5 million, and one brand new unicorn. Not a bad way to start the year.
Not bad at all. That's it for the FrenchTech Funding Wire this week. We'll see you all next week.